everyone, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shani. I'm going to be doing love predictions for all signs in this video. Take a look at the description box below. That's where I put the timestamps. Everyone is welcome here. Come to this reading with an open heart and an open mind. My entire goal with these readings is to help find you a little bit of clarity. If you like the way that I read, or if a message resonates with you, consider liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. I'm highly responsive in the comments, so definitely leave a comment and let me know. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, that information is down below. And if you'd like a personal reading, take a look at the description box below. That is where the link to my to my stand store is. I'm not going to stop the video. We're going to keep going. We're going to start with the sign of Aries. Right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, taking a look at your love predictions. Consider viewing the rest of your chart, your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, if you'd like a better perspective on what it is that Spirit is projecting for you in your love life. But those that are resonating with the sign of Aries and Crosswatcher, you are also welcome. Let's see, for your greatest and highest good, what are some love predictions that are coming forward strongest for you? The Fool card. In this particular deck, this is the Dreamer card. A new cycle, new love. Okay, let's talk about this. The Dreamer card, Archangel Metatron. So Metatron is the speaker, right? So there could be a lot of communication around the energy of romantic love for the next 7 days for you, Aries. A leap of faith. Either you're taking a leap of faith, opening the door for somebody to come in, or somebody is projected to take a leap of faith towards you. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. All right, Aries, let's talk more about this. The Fool card. I love it. A new path. Unforged. For Aries placements, I was trying to figure out if I'm going to read these cards in the reverse or not. Let's see what, I got a new deck. So let's see what comes forward. The Three of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to take it in the reverse. It is a closing of a gap. There's this mindset that you have, Aries, that's like, oh my God, not again. Here's another. I feel like I channeled sort of a message like this a long time ago for you in the past. So this is a couple of iterations of potential love prospects that you are closing a chapter with, and then you're now opening up to a new iteration here. So when I got this for you, I think like a year ago, Aries, it was, I don't know if this is you. I don't know if this is going to come true for me. Am I ever going to find the one? Are they actually even out there? Is anybody paying attention to me? The answer is yes. And they're closer than you think. So let's see some more about this Three of Wands. The Three of Cups in the reverse. It's not a reconciliation for the bulk of you. All right. I do understand that there are some in this collective that have already come forward and say, Shani, I've reconciled with this and that and the other person. I don't believe that this is going to be your reading. I think that this is more towards those that are like, I want new love. Well, here you go. Don't worry. It is not going to be a reconciliation, but it will be with somebody that you find fun and jest with, like somebody that you can feel yourself with. Somebody that, could be a water sign for some of you guys with those Three of Cups, could be a fire sign with the Three of Wands. But it's definitely somebody that's like, oh, okay. This is kind of cute. And it's almost a continuation of what I got for you for your February reading. So this makes a lot of sense. Look, it's a different deck. And here goes the Fool. In this particular depiction, he's already taken the leap of faith. You know what, Shani? You know what, Spirit? You know what, Universe? You know what, God? You're right. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I don't know. It's a risk. It's a risk to put myself back out there again, but I'm going to do it. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I do feel like a lot of y'all have, so this is very specific, but there are a good majority of you that are manifesting money and monetary stability in your life. And I do feel you're wondering if you incorporate this new energy to your life, is it going to be a disruption on that manifestation? And the answer is no. There are a few of you guys that are dealing with family members, and you haven't quite, and there is a karmic connection. You haven't quite closed the loop with that. There's still some very raw emotions between you and some family members, but that is congruent. Like, it's going to be happening all at the same time. Welcoming a new person while you're trying to establish a new frequency with money, and also trying to get rid of some of the karma with familial relationships. But no, that the thing that you and this person are going to have in common is a lot of that. Oh, you too? You're doing that too? Oh, you've dealt with that too? Me as well. The Ten of Pentacles is not a bad omen in any way, shape, or form in this message. I do want to figure out who this person is that you're opening up a new cycle with. Let's talk about it. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. Let's get some more on that though. The Eight of Cups in the reverse. Here's the person. I said water sign earlier, did I not? The Queen of Cups in the upright. And then the Four of Swords in the upright. There's, I feel like whoever you're dealing with might be, trigger warning, dealing with some addiction things that they are trying to sort through as well. And I feel that when the Three of Cups is coming up for some of you guys, it's going to have to be like a dry dry dating. Like we're ordering iced teas versus a cold Chardonnay, but it's still fun. It's still fun. The gathering is still fun. But the Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse, it's telling me that they've had to walk away, whoever this person is, they've had to walk away from expecting things to happen in a certain order in their lives. They could, and then here's the recovery card again. I feel like you're meeting this person while you're also going through some stuff in your life, Aries. They're trying to figure out their footing in their own personal new chapter. Hold on a second, my dogs are walking. So some of you guys did have a reconciliation in the last couple of weeks, and it did come after an illness. But for the bulk of you guys, this is this other person's mindset. Like, how do I incorporate love in a life of recovery? They're really just trying to find their footing. And I know you're going to be like, oh, Shawnee, so you're telling me that there's a broken person coming towards me. Absolutely not. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. It's more that this person is becoming self-aware, and it's in that self-awareness and in this self-discovery that you guys meet. Tell me specifically about the intentions this Queen of Cups is going to have with the Aries. Hold on. My dogs, so I don't have a carpet in the hallway that leads to this room, and the dog's feet, the pitter patter is pretty loud. But I wanted to find out a little bit more about the intention, and I got the Five of Swords. It's not that, this is what I immediately got up. It's nothing bad. It's just that I feel like the conversation that you have is intimidating. Aries has this thing that they do where even if, and we feel very strongly when we're going through an emotional time, but even if we're going through an emotional time, 9 times out of 10, you can't tell, because the Aries is still bubbly. The Aries still has this air about them of, you know what, life brings me joy, and I'm going to have fun at least for right now, no matter what I have going on in the background. And that for them is like, wow, I haven't met anybody so positive about the outcome in life. There's a strength about you, Aries, that is just like a breath of fresh air for this person. They love, I keep getting that they love the way that you speak. They love this feeling that you give them. Like, wow, there's this person is very strong. And if you start exposing yourself and being a little bit vulnerable and saying, this is what I've gone through, this is what I've gone through, there's this, like, I feel like I'm getting a person sitting on the other side of the table from you, with their jaw dropped. Wow, Aries, you've gone through a lot, and look at you, like you wouldn't even be able to tell. The way you present yourself is not of an energy of a broken person. It's the energy of a person who's lived a lot of life and still has so much to give. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that there's still this air of, okay, but how can we mesh this together? How can we bring this together? I want to get a little bit more on how this love story is projected to play out for you, Aries, with this Queen or King of Cups. The Five of Cups in the upright, the Two of Cups in the upright, and this is the Two of Cups in the embrace, right? So I feel like somebody's just recently gone through some sort of breakup or divorce, that they feel uplifted out of that energy when you guys start coming closer and closer. And the thing about that is that whoever it is that this other person left, it could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you, they're going to be so upset. You know that this is their karma, but I am getting this a lot, that they're going to be so upset that you, Aries, have the audacity to still want to be happy and are finding happiness. And then with that person too, there's somebody connected to them that's like, dang it, how come my person chose Aries over me? Hold on. My dogs, I'm trying to get my dogs sorted, and this is all playing a part in this reading. I'm trying to get my dogs sorted. So for those of you guys who've been following me for a while, you understand that this isn't my typical background. I'm not sitting in the studio, and I'm in a place in the house where my dogs have free reign to come and go, and I'm right next to a window. And so I'm trying to get it all sorted. See, so that's exactly what's happening in your energy and in this person's energy. I'm trying to get it all sorted. It's almost like if you had somebody unexpectedly come to your house and you're like, oh, trying to like clean some stuff up really quickly because you weren't prepared for company. That's exactly what's happening in this energy. I'm not fully prepared for company, but yeah, welcome in anyways is what I'm getting. The Cancer in the reverse. Some of you guys have been waiting on a very specific person to come forward. This ain't that person. It's not. Spirit is really laying it thick in this reading. Like, whatever it is you thought it was gonna be, it ain't gonna be. It ain't that. We're trying to give you new love. New love is coming forward. How can Aries expect to respond to this new person's energy, please, Spirit? The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. If y'all are, so many people come to tarot readings. I'm an avid tarot watcher. I read the comments. I see the comments from so many of you all. Y'all say, I want new love. I want new love. I want new love. But your heartstrings are still being pulled by a person from the past. Spirit is trying to ready you for a new blessing with a new person. Somebody brand spanking new, honey, that is trying to do right by themselves and their family, trying to create a new endeavor of life. And here you are, Aries, like, I don't know if I want to collaborate with that. Are you sure? Are you sure the chapter from my old lover is over? Are you sure? If this is you talking to Spirit, are you sure? Because I had a dream about them last night. Are you sure? Because I can't stop thinking about them. Yes. The old lover is trying to leave. You got to let them leave. You need to let them leave. Allow this new person to come in. Allow this new person to come in. The new person coming in is going to uplift you so much if you allow it to happen, that you're going to, with the more and more that you allow yourself to feel joy in this new chapter, the more and more space you create between this other person that you just knew deep down in your soul was going to change and come gallivanting through the front door with this new body and this new way of thinking, and finally say, Aries, I want you. It's not happening. For the largest majority of you, no. Spirit wants you to finally see it for what it is, the judgment. Finally see it for what it is. This person is not coming through the Ten of Cups in the reverse. This old person from the past is not coming through to save the day. You've got to allow yourself. I'm not playing card tricks. I'm a magician, but I'm not a card magician, guys. I don't have the time, the space, the wherewithal, or the bandwidth to pretend I know how to do magic with cards. This is just very clearly coming through that spirit wants you to allow the energy to go from the past and bring in the new. Bring in the new. Aries, there's a new chapter that wants to come through. Twice you get the Fool card. And it is for your greatest and highest good, Aries. You're being asked to let it come in. And if it's just conversation, what is the hurt in the conversation, especially if this person uplifts you? Especially if the conversation is coming through jovial and fun and lighthearted. This next person that comes in might not be the person you marry. It might be. But if anything, it's a catalyst for your healing. But it's never going to happen if you keep the wall up. All right, Aries? I hope that happened. I hope that helped you get a little bit of clarity. Consider looking at your other placements if you want to learn more. All right, moving on to Taurus. Hey, Taurus placements, I want to get you some love predictions. My intention is to help provide you clarity in this energy of romantic love. Spirit, we are talking to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What you got to say to them about love predictions? The Fool card. I was shuffling. I promised you I was shuffling. It is a new beginning. Starting a new cycle in love. It says a leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. Taurus. Aries got the same first overarching energy. Let's just see what happens in the cards to see if there is any correlation to Taurus and Aries in here. Let's see. For Taurus. Love. Here you go. Hey, Taurus, you look good. Taurus, you look stable. I love how Taurus is coming to the table ready to let it happen. I feel like you've been inching your way towards this chapter, inching, very careful, very methodical, very calculated, and then what-to-do's. That's the sound of you coming through the door, Taurus. I feel like you're surprising somebody with your presence and your essence. Did you just break up with somebody? You did? You did? Okay, well, good luck with that. I've been there before. It took you literally taking the bull by the horns to finally close a chapter, did it not? Let's talk more about this. The Judgment in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. You're ready for new. You are so completely ready for new. You're ready to leave the energy of being misunderstood. You're ready to leave the energy of being mishandled. And you are taking quite literally the bull by the horns and saying, no, this love thing is going to work out for me. Who's coming towards Taurus? The Fool in the reverse. Oh, Taurus, you might be connecting to an Aries. And I'm just going to give you forewarning. If you are connecting to an Aries, that Aries doesn't believe that they are, then number one, that you're coming. And then number two, that you are, I guess there's this like angst and this animosity, not just really more like a fear energy that surrounds this person, that you might do them wrong like the other people had in the past. And so if you experience meeting or conversing with this Aries and they seem like a little bit reserved and a little bit kind of guarded, it's because they're clocking you. They're trying to read you to figure out if you are going to be the person that is as stable as you look. There might be a little bit of fear in the energy. Look at this. The Empress in the reverse. The Ace of Swords in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. The Six of Wands in the reverse. You might have somebody on your hands that is having a hard time understanding that they have the right to be loved. and to be loved by someone who, and to be loved by somebody who knows how to love. Another side story that I'm getting is that some of you guys are going through a breakup, or trying to push your way towards a new chapter in your life, and the person that you're trying to break it off with is not having it. It's both of those stories are happening almost simultaneously. I'm not saying that you're leaving somebody for somebody. For those of you guys who are single now and are ready to start mingling with a new person, the person that you're mingling with is having a hard time opening up. And then for others of you guys, the person that you're trying to leave is having a hard time letting you go. And it's because you come in with this full, stable energy, and you're their rock, you're their hard place, you're their, you got them stuck between a rock and a hard place. Let's just be honest. You're their stability financially and mentally. So you walking away, they're not going to make it easy. I want to talk to the Taurus that is calling in a new person. Tell me more about this new person that Taurus is calling in. Here goes the fire sign reference again. So it doesn't have to be an Aries. It could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sag. But definitely, like, this person is saying, okay, I'm attracted to you, but can we take things slow? Yeah, because it's not like a knight, the knight of wands. This is a page of wands. So they see a potential there, but it's just like, we're gonna have to be you're gonna have to be a little bit more creative. This person wants you to put in effort. They want to see consistent effort. They want to see consistent communication. They want to see consistent action, because the person that you're dealing with, Taurus, has not seen that before in the past. They would project themselves to believe that if they gave a little bit more love, then they would receive the reciprocation, but they haven't been able to see what they've been able to see a lot in the past is people walk away. So they're gonna study you a little bit. All right. And then with you showing up consistently, Taurus, look at this. With you showing up consistently in this upright King of Pentacles energy, then it's like, I'm gonna pounce on you now. You've proven yourself. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. Yeah, this person did have walls up. For sure they had walls up. But it's not going to take long for you to present your true nature, your intentions, for you to lay it all out and be vulnerable with them, for them to be like, okay, okay, Taurus, I see you. Let's advance forward. How's Taurus going to feel about this new person as they meet them? Please, Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune. Finally. You're the one. Finally. You're the one. You're the one for me. Yeah, Taurus, you're honestly, you're just like, oh, thank God I got a break with this one. And it's because you see the virtue in the person that you're connecting with almost instantly. It's like you see something in them that they don't see in themselves. You show it to them, and then they believe it, and then they start feeling it, and they hold. Did you see how I like sat up a little bit? They hold themselves a little bit higher, and then they're like, let's do it. All right, where is this energy projected to go for Taurus, please, Spirit? You're the one. This is Three of Pentacles. Let's work it out. Let's do something together. Let's continue on this adventure together. You were meant to be in my chapter at this particular timeline, and I'm meant to be in yours. We can see it very clearly. It didn't take too much time in order for each of us to kind of take down the walls that we built that at one point in time helped us feel safe in our old energy. But no. This new energy together, we could take over the world. This new energy together. Let me get you some advice, because some of you guys are dealing with this person that doesn't want to leave you alone. Let me get you some advice for Taurus's greatest and highest good. Do what makes you happy. You better do what makes you happy. Go towards the energy that makes you happy, makes you the most excited. Do it. Stay away from the energy that is trying to claw at you and grip at you and call you all kind of names or try to whisper sweet nothings in your ear just to get you to stay. You've already clocked it, you've already categorized it, and you've already filed it away as toxic. Go towards the fun, Taurus. All right, I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's move on to Gemini. All right, Gemini placement, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Come to this reading with an open heart and an open mind. Gemini, let's take a look at love predictions for the Gemini viewers. Let's see, and Crosswatcher I just heard. All right. Hello, Crosswatcher. Hi, Cornelia. How are you, sweetie? Let's see here. Gemini, it says Knight of Cups, Knight of Water, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and competitive. Oh, huh. Either you're competing for somebody's heart or somebody's competing for yours. It says falling in love or a wedding proposal. The need to balance emotions, yeah. An invitation to a social event. So it might not be your wedding, it might not be your event, but it's at this event where there are multiple suitors vying for your attention. Let's see. And then I just heard looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay. You know, there's no need to be afraid. And don't turn down the invitation just because I said that there might be multiple people there with their eyes on you, Gemini. Go, have fun. Let's see. It's going to be in this fun that you get suitors coming towards you. And then one of them could potentially be somebody that's had their eyes on you for a while, and this is the opportunity for them to seize the occasion and the day to approach you, Gemini. The wheel, it's the time. The Wheel of Fortune for Gemini. It is time. Fate is closing in on you. Somebody wants to be with you, Gemini. Somebody wants to be with you, Gemini. It was written in the stars. It was written in your book of life that it was in this now energy that you were supposed to collaborate with somebody. You keep talking yourself out of it. Don't. Go. If you have the means, if you have the bandwidth, go. Go have fun. Go to that thing. Go to that event. It is going to be where you meet somebody that's going to bring you into the energy of joy. Like I said, there's this energy of somebody that's had their eyes on you this entire time, and they hadn't made themselves known. They're mustering up the strength and the courage to do so, to talk to you. At the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords. This is a single person, so you don't have to worry about that. I've got this hawk on here that's also associated with the Nine of Pentacles. This person is stable, so you don't have to worry about that. This person is high vibe. I was told specifically to tell you that. So you don't have to worry about that either. Tell me more about this person that wants to come forward or that is soon to come forward in Gemini's energy and talk to them. Queen of Wands. He or she looks good. He or she has I want to say has a sense of humor. This person could be spiritual. They could be like work for themselves, could be an entrepreneur. This person doesn't give two F's what other people think. They really don't. They care what you think though, which is why at first I didn't want to say anything. It might be looks across the room. Looks across a crowded room for you, Gemini, coming forward with this Queen or King or Queen of Wands. It doesn't matter the energy. The Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups the Nine of Cups in the reverse, and then the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not sure if you're going to accept their offer. You might have this resting bee face. And now I'm getting that this might be flipped. Like you might be the Queen of Wands, Gemini. Remember I said that there was a cross watcher watching, so I'm picking up on both of your energies. So take it as it resonates, guys. But they're not sure if you're going to accept their offer. And I feel like it has everything to do with the air that you are giving off. Tell me more about this. Here you are. Listen, both of y'all are attracted to each other. There is going to be an immediate pull towards each other. The Four of Wands in the reverse. The Ten of Wands in the reverse. seizing an opportunity. I feel like you walk away from this situation and the takeaway of whatever the event was supposed to be, A, B, or C. Hold on, my dog's walking in the hallway. I had to close the door so that my dog walking up and down the hallway wasn't a distraction for you. That's what it is, a distraction. So I feel like at whatever this is, the focus isn't supposed to be you meeting your person. The focus is supposed to be, I think, other people, other things. It could be a convention. It could be a wedding. It could be some sort of family event. It could be, a meeting or something like that at work, at school. But because you and this other person are locking eyes against the crowd, across the room, across the crowded room, across the table, that is now the takeaway. That is now the focus. I don't even know if you're going to pay attention to the happenings of the event. I really don't. But it's in locking eyes with this person. So eyes are significant. So in addition to it potentially being a fire sign, it could specifically be a Scorpio. But in this energy of you guys locking eyes and almost looking into each other's souls, that's when you start to let your guard down. Finally. And then now I'm hearing, finally, you come along. The way I feel about you, it just can't be wrong. If you only knew the way I feel about you, I just cannot hide it. Oh, no, finally. All right, let's get underneath the deck. The Two of Wands. Yeah, listen, go to the thing. Go to the thing. Don't say no. Don't say no. There's somebody in there that you're going to make googly eyes with, and you're just going to melt. You're just going to melt. Let me see. Just get a couple cards of where this connection is projected to go. You're just going to melt, and you guys are just going to start talking. That's what this is. Start collaborating together. Start talking. And I feel like there could potentially be a work thing for some of you guys, not for all of you guys. The Four of Cups in the reverse, coming out of hiding, not being bored by yourself anymore. And this is exactly what happens when you leave the past alone. You get presented with new energy. You're not going to run away from this one. If you have a history of running, being the runner, if you have a history of being the avoidant, you're not doing it with this one. There's an investment here. All right, guys. So go to the thing. All right, Gemini. I hope that helps. Let's do Cancer next. All right, guys. All right, Cancer placements. You are welcome here so very much. Thank you for joining me, taking a look at love predictions for your greatest and highest good. And my intention is to provide you with some clarity. All right. Cancer, love predictions. What do we got on the table for you? Overarching energy is the Queen of Cups. Okay, Cancer, coming to the table. You're ready to pour into somebody's cup, huh? You are. You're ready to advance towards somebody or let somebody advance towards you. You're just like, I love love. So I'm open to love. I'm going to be a little bit more careful this time. Whatever that means for you, I'm going to be a little bit more careful this time, but I am excited about the energy of love. It says, relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. I see you, Cancer. This is you seeing somebody saying, I see you. And I can see a world where we exist together as a team. Let's keep doing this. Let's do more of this. Let's do more of what makes us happy. It's all woo-woo like that. It's all touchy-feely too. It says tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. That patient word is sticking out to me. And I'm trying to figure out if it's you having to wait for the fates to finally put you guys together, or just being patient. I know this is going to work out. No matter what, I know this is going to work out. Let's see what this is that you are seeing. The Three of Wands, somebody at a distance. The Five of Swords in the reverse. The Five of Swords in the reverse with the Three of Wands is saying to me, it doesn't have to be somebody at a distance. It's just somebody that it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know Now I'm hearing, I don't know much, but I know I love you, and that may be all I need to know. I can't lie. I can't lie. The Five of Swords in the reverse. I can't lie. I can't keep lying to myself. And then for some of you guys, this is like a messenger bird that's going ahead. So this could be spirit that's going ahead to fix things before you present yourself. Interesting. You're going to know right away if this is your reading. You know, and then I'm seeing this quill fall from the bird here, you know, in the depiction. And I'm wondering if you're like sending out like testers. Like it could be like a text message, or it could be like a phone call, like, hey, just to test, just to see what their response is. Hey, how you doing? How have you been? Just to fill it out. The Two of Wands in the reverse. Oh, this is somebody that you haven't really been collaborating with. And it's because of this Five of Swords. But it's coming out in the reverse. I don't want to lie anymore. I don't want this deception anymore. I don't want to hide anymore. I don't want the secrets anymore. At the bottom of the deck. Here we go. The offer. I want to come into this connection stable now. I'm ready to come into this connection stable now. The Devil in the reverse. Letting go of the toxic connection. What was binding you? You know what was binding you is an inability to move forward together. I'm calling you out, Cancer. The Six of Swords. That's what was causing this devil, toxic, non-committal energy. The inability to move forward together. Not wanting that anymore, huh? I want to be saved. This is what I hope, because I said I want to be saved. I hope that you're not looking at this person or vice versa, looking at you to be the saving grace, to be the savior, to get you out of your own head. But there is something about this person's energy that does get you out of your own head, that gets you out of your own way. Just be sure that you're not leaning so heavily in that person helping you that you forget that, you know, the answer lies within you. You know, Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, she didn't know because she didn't ask the right questions, and she didn't know how to ask the right questions or to tap in to her own discernment, but she had those magical slippers on the entire time. She didn't have to go through the saga. She didn't have to go through the pain. She didn't have to go through the roller coaster emotional ride that was the Yellow Brick Road and that entire journey. I just hit the mic, so I apologize. She could have gone home straight from the beginning. But it took another source, another entity to tell her you had the ability to go home the whole time. She never thought to just sit with self and ask, why do I have these slippers on? What do these slippers even do? The slippers is an analogy for your own power, for your own light, for your own will, and energy to overcome. Let's see at the bottom of the deck. Once you tap into your own power, your own will, your own energy to evolve as a person, once you start realizing that you can fill your own cup, you can start filling other people's cup. In the name of love. Cancer is moving forward in the name of love. Who are you moving forward towards, though? Who is Cancer moving forward towards? The Ten of Swords in the reverse. I refuse to let this die. So somebody that you've had heartache between, but you're refusing to let it go. This ain't the end. You know, the Ten of Swords in the look at the depiction. There's a guy that died, and there's no more life in this. But in the reverse, it's like no, we're not done. We're not over. It's over. It ain't over. Sorry about that reflection, guys, but I can't do nothing about the sun. I like the sun. The Hierophant. You're moving towards somebody that you want to, you know, take things to the next level with. This Hierophant is significant in some of you guys' reading as well, but I'm not going to say what it is, but if you know, you know. But yeah, some of you guys really want to commit to this person. The Hangman in the reverse. Look at this depiction of the Hangman in the upright. It's somebody saving the other person while they're going through pain and while the universe is taking them through a learning moment, right? But it's in the reverse. You don't want somebody to save you. You don't want to be in the energy of having to be saved. You want to start taking leadership of your own life. It's this person that teaches you leadership over your own life. That's the truth. Whoever this person is has taught you so much about your own internal power. They could be a teacher. At a minimum, this person is a karmic connection. And karmic connection doesn't always mean like, you know, a whole bunch of bad stuff. Although we did see the devil card here. So that does represent an awful lot of karma between this connection. But this person could have some pretty heavy Saturn placements in their chart. Or Saturn could be playing a role here. Saturn is the teacher. Saturn is the person that looks at you, that has you take a look at your life and challenges you to operate in the energy of integrity, to have morals, and to shoot towards honesty in your life. Being honest with yourself, being honest with other people. And if you're not doing that, then Saturn teaches a lesson, a karmic lesson. This person brought forward a lot of Saturnian energy towards you, a catalyst for change. Whether they did it with intention or not, it doesn't matter. The fates have always been on this connection side for you to learn a lot about yourself through your relationship and relations with this person. Where's this? Whoop. Having to learn to integrate divinity in your life. Where's this connection headed for Cancer and their person, please, Spirit? They're not presenting themselves on the table. Their energy is presented on the table. I think that has a lot to say about your connection. There could be a lot of secrets behind you and this person. There could be some taboo-esque energy behind you and this person's connection. So they, out of respect for you, are not presenting on the table, but their energy, you better believe their energy is here. Where is this connection going for Cancer, please, Spirit? The Page of Cups in the reverse. The Nine of Cups in the upright. The Ten of Cups in the reverse. The Knight of Swords in the upright. It might not last between you and them, and that's probably why this is showing up on the table. For you, it's a catalytic sort of energy. The only way to make this last, the Page of Cups in the reverse, because like this is a projection, right? So if you want something to change, then you've got to take you co-create and create your own life, right? We create our own reality. So if this is a projected energy, it doesn't have to be the end all be all. That's how oracles work in all the movies you watch, right? And that's how it works in reality too. For a lot of you guys, it's not about getting back with this person. It's about learning from what this connection actually meant. And knowledge means nothing if you don't act upon it. So it's about learning about the connection, seeing the connection for what it is, and then allowing that energy to grow you as a lover, as a partner. For some of you guys, if you're like, no, I just refuse to accept that it's over, what it's going to take from you is an actual offer. This is a flirting card. You don't just go in flirtatious with this person. You go in with a full commitment with this person, because guess what? You have the ability to do. Go in with a full commitment. The Ten of Cups is showing me that you would have to like depart from your family or leave your family in some way, shape, or form in order for this to happen. I personally do not advocate for, what is it called? Affairs. Been there, done that. I'm in a different headspace. I don't think that it is a win-win situation in any way, shape, or form. And if you want to rack up karma, that's what you do. You have an affair. As somebody who's been through that, so no, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that it's not something that I condone on this channel. But in order for you to approach this person, you'd have to be able to say, hey, here I am. It's me. I choose you. I am no longer attached to my past, and I want to move forward with you. This person respects you, but they're not going to take anything less than what they deserve. And what they deserve is a full commitment. You have it in you to give it a full commitment. So just a little bit of advice for you. Look at this, the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. As I say, advice, and this is to go within and to really soul search. What do you want? Are you okay with this person being in your life for a chapter to teach you something? If you are, cool, learn from that. If you're not, then you're going to have to make some changes in order for this to even get off the ground again. All right, Cancer? I hope that helped. I understand that was a little blunt and a little straightforward, but sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes Spirit needs to kick us in the arse in order for us to make changes in our life. All right? That's your whole entire reading. All right, Cancer, we're moving on. Thank you. All right, Leo, we're doing love predictions for you for your greatest and highest good. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Consider looking at your other placements if you want to get a different or full-on perspective on what is happening in your love life or project it for your love life in this next 7-day period. For Leo placements, please. It's a little choppy water you're dealing with right now. The shuffling, it's hard for me to shuffle. You're not transitioning really. It's just navigating through a bit of choppiness in your love life right now, Leo, is what I'm getting. Let's see here. What does that mean? The Queen of Cups. I just got this for Cancer, and y'all saw me shuffle. The thing that is really coming out to me in this particular depiction is the oracles. The orcas. And they're all gathering. They're circling this angel in the water. And orcas are amazingly intelligent people. So you must have an intellect that is pretty high up there. But I feel like you're trying to come in for the kill. It's like a mountain that you haven't quite mounted yet. You're ascending towards the top, but you haven't made full ascension. And it's almost like you're collaborating with other people. How can I win this person over? How can, you're taking suggestions. And it could be through, friends, family members, therapists, whatever. But it's like you're gathering as much information as you possibly can in order to mount this hill, in order to win the hand of this person or to win the favor of whoever this person is, to take things to the next level. But you're a little lost on how exactly, or in order to maintain. It says relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. Let's see what's going on with Leo placements, Spirit. Love predictions, romantic love predictions for Leo, please. For everyone's greatest and highest good. You're not patient anymore. Your patience has worn off. No, I can't take this any longer. The Seven of Pentacles and the upright is usually like somebody that's watering a seed that they had planted, and they just know at any given moment it's going to flower and it's going to give them harvest. But you're like, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm ready to go in. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go in. I feel like you think that there are other people buying, like you're in competition for this person. I don't know if this person is single or not, or if they've always got other things going on, but you're not having it anymore. I don't want to be in the background. Like, I don't want to be disconnected from you. We need to collaborate. We need to work on this together. We need to look like a team, and we need to be a team. We got the King of Wands here. It's almost like you see this as a challenge. And there's something about it you don't like. This person could be different than anybody you'd ever met before. I feel like as a Leo, so if I'm looking at Leo energy, they're not chasing you like you're used to other people chasing you. And that's like not sitting right with you. And it's kind of messing with your self-esteem a little bit. I take this as it resonates. If it needs to be flip and turn it, but I'm obviously still tapped into the energy. But it's like, I don't know why this person wouldn't be coming towards me. Generally, I'm so good at, I don't know, it's leaving you a bit, if you're hearing my stomach growl, I apologize, but it's leaving you a bit kerfuffled. You're confused. I don't get it. Most people are honored. No, that sounds a little bit, you're not holding yourself over this person. It's not that. It's just like, there's just like, look at the Queen of Cups again. Like, I want to love you, but you're not loving me back. What's going on? I don't understand it. What did I do wrong? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to invest in you, but you're not investing back in me. Tell me more about this person that Leo is connecting to. Like, what happened last between Leo and their person for this to be the energy that's being presented? The King of Cups. Could be a third party situation. I'm getting, even though this is the King of Cups, I'm kind of getting like Aquarius energy off of this. Like, and it could be this Aquarius season that has got you second guessing all up in your head. Is there something wrong with me? It could be something like that. Like, did I say something wrong? Do I smell? Like, what's going on? But then it also could be more like another person that's got this other person's attention. And that's why you feel like you're competing with somebody else. But you feel like they're a match for you. For you, you see it clear. I can see clearly that we're going to work well together, but we're not working well together. Tell me more about this King of Cups. Six of Cups. I can see clearly that we're going to work well together, but we're not working well. What is going on? Where is the joy? Where's the love? You want to talk to this person so bad. You want to get it under you. All of the dirty laundry. Let's just air the dirty laundry. Let's just talk about it. Let's just solve the problem. The Emperor in the reverse. It could be a fire sign that you're dealing with. So I got heavy fire, a lot of water. So Aries, Leo, Sag, and I'm heavy on the Aries, especially the Aries in the reverse. Could be the one that's choosing not to collaborate with you, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So what is projected? How is this energy? How about this? How could Leo potentially show up slightly different that could aid in the health and recovery of this connection? The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't push too hard or let it go. Let me get some more on that. The Moon card. Don't push too hard right now. What needs to happen is self-reflection. Don't push too hard right now. What needs to happen is that I feel like you're overlooking something that you might have not on purpose did to push this person away. So essentially what I'm seeing is like, you're like, I don't know, like what happened, but you're staying in this, well, I don't know what happened, as opposed to exploring it more. Wait, what did I do? What did I say last? Was it, or maybe I didn't say anything. Maybe it was the way I was presenting myself. Maybe I was projecting my fears onto this person, onto this relationship. And maybe it's in that projection that the person stopped wanting to collaborate with me, network with me, build a foundation with me. Maybe it wasn't something that you did specifically in that connection. Maybe it was something that you did out in the world, and it's making this person kind of pull back their energy. How does Leo's person feel about them, please, Spirit? How does Leo's person feel? The Lovers in the reverse. Oh, they're naked. The Lovers in the reverse. And then if I show you this card, there's the Ace of Swords right at the top. Y'all aren't talking. Y'all aren't. I think the disconnect is coming from communication. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. All right. So if this is already your message and you're already following along with me, if you will, what I'm seeing is there's this tendency, Leo, for you to say things and then not have a follow through, or your actions don't match your words. And that's what Spirit is wanting you to pay the most attention to. Stop. Don't bother this person. Don't go towards this person. Don't question this person. It's really about self right now, self-reflection right now. Let's say that Leo does do some self-reflection and starts understanding a little bit more about their patterns. Where could they expect this relationship or this connection to go once they have a little bit more self-realization? The Knight of Wands in the reverse is telling me that the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Seven of Swords in the upright, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, there was a consistent pattern that I don't think that you were seeing. And I don't know if too much can be undone, but do not fret. That doesn't mean relationship is over for you. This particular relationship might be over for you, but that doesn't mean that love isn't out there. It's just this connection was meant to show you something. Now, the good thing is that because we have free will and because, we're all adults in here, is that we can take this connection and say, okay, so I did make some mistakes. All right. I made some mistakes. I said some things. I didn't realize that I had a disconnect in my behaviors versus my words. I'm going to need to be a little bit more aligned with my honesty and my truth. If I can deliver, then that's when I say something. If I can't deliver, then I don't say that I am going to. This is a season of self-reflection for you, Leo. I hope that this helped. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below, where I do offer venting sessions, coaching sessions, and private readings, especially if you want to explore this energy some more. Let me know. But if this is where we part, I hope that this helped you gain a little bit better clarity and understanding about where this could go. And I do pray that you are able to take the time for yourself so that you can have the reflection that's needed, so you can grow as a person. No shade in any way, shape, or form. I have been the person who has said words and then not delivered change in behavior. So the only reason why I'm able to see this is because I've been this before in the past. But you can do it. I trust you can. All right, let's move on. Hey Virgo, welcome to your love prediction reading for your greatest and highest good. My intention is to help provide you some clarity. We are looking at romantic love situations. If you'd like to see like a better picture of where your love life is going, then definitely consider checking out your other placements. Let's see, romantic love energy overarching for Virgo. Awakening. Oh, the Hangman card. Number 12. This is Neptune energy, Virgo. There's a lot of spiritual stuff surrounding your love life right now. A lot of it, actually. It says, look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. It is important to be yourself, but then I feel like there's a little bit of a questioning of, like, who am I now? Who am I at this point in my life? How have how have my experiences shaped me? How have my love experiences and my relationship shaped who I am? There's a lot of in your head kind of moments, especially in this Aquarius energy that we're in right now. A lot of thought. I do feel like there could be a disconnect between you and love prospects or a specific person, because you're taking a little bit of time to reflect. You could have a lot of flashbacks right now from past loves, and they're coming forward in this time of stillness because they're meant to, it's not meant to trigger you, but what it is meant to do is remind you of a time when perhaps you didn't show up the way you wanted to show up, or in a relationship where you didn't even know who you were. Maybe there was a mask that you were holding very tightly to. And so in this awakening moment, you're learning about that and you're taking time to reflect. Let's see, romantic love coming towards Virgo in this moment, please, Spirit. The Three of Pentacles. You're going to be able to use what you've reflected on to good use. There is a collaboration coming for you. The King of Swords in the reverse is telling me that the biggest thing that you might have to look out for is how you communicate in love. There might have been a tendency for you to be a little bit cold. There might have been a tendency for, and it's in no way, shape, or form shade that I'm throwing at you. The King of Swords in the reverse is kind of a malicious, sharp-tongued person. But you're getting an opportunity to turn that around, and that's why the reflection is happening. That's why the flashbacks are coming forward. You might even be, you could even be standing at the kitchen sink washing dishes and replaying arguments that you've had with past lovers, and you find yourself coming to the table with different jabs and whatnot. It's not a rehearsal because arguments are coming towards you. It's a remembrance so that you don't become argumentative. The King of Swords in the upright energy is somebody who's very self-aware about how and when they choose to speak, and they choose their words carefully, and their cadence might be just slightly slower, because every word that they say, they know it has meaning and they know that it has power. So they're very careful about the placement and this of their words so that they're not misunderstood, because they know a lot. And part of it is a little ego, like, I want you to know that I know a lot. I want you to see that I see it. But in the reverse, it's more like, I'm just going to say as much as I need to say to hurt you. You're learning how not to be that way in this season. Especially if it's like a retaliation kind of energy. If you feel wronged, you at one point in your life felt like you needed to let that person know how much they hurt you, and then try to hurt them, just maybe one up them, get the last word. You're learning not to be that way in this season. The Page of Wands in the reverse, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups in the reverse is, I feel like you're not going towards a specific person or towards love in that matter, because you're like, okay, I have this thing that I do with my communication and it ain't healthy. So how can I fix my voice box to fully express my truth, but do it in a more tactful kind of way, in a way that would allow my partners, my future love prospects, to want to have conversation with me. Does everything need to be an argument? No. Is good, healthy conversation and perhaps debate good for relationships? Yes. How do I bring myself in that energy? You are purposely doing that. And I feel like there was a potential for somebody to come towards you and work with you, or maybe a reconciliation, or maybe somebody was hitting on you and you purposely took that cup and threw it out. Like, no, I don't believe that I'm ready right now. Because what you are trying to do is self-regulate. So okay, so this Three of Pentacles is out here, right? So let me see what more about this Three of Pentacles in romantic love, okay? We've been getting the Wheel of Fortune a lot lately. The Seven of Swords in the reverse, good thing. The Nine of Pentacles in the upright, good things. The King of Wands in the reverse. A lot of you guys decided not to go towards a fire sign. And it's in honor of you learning to stand on your own 2 feet. Chose to be single versus mingling. So I can respect that. I guess I would ask what happened between you and this King of Wands in the reverse. But if I look at the table, I feel like there was a lot of back and forth argumentative kind of things. The King of Wands in the upright is super good looking and ambitious and creative. The King of Wands in the reverse is petty and vicious and doesn't know where they're going in their life. And that's what I'm picking up, that's why there was possibly like a lot of like, you know, headbutting between you and this particular person, and part of the reason why you disconnected. But in that disconnection, you're like, okay, I played a role in that too. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. For a long time, you didn't see it like that. For a long time, you were like, no, that person was a complete asshole. But now I feel like you're starting to see, no. It takes 2 to tangle. And I don't know if you really want to talk to anybody right now. I just want to see if there's love prospects out there for you, Virgo. Tell me about potential love prospects coming. 3 of Cups in the reverse. The Emperor. You're like, whatever it is on the table, don't connect me back with that same person. I don't want to be connected back with that same person. That's interesting because at first the other person's energy came up as the King of Wands in the reverse. This is where you left them. Okay? As the King of Wands in the reverse. This is where their energy is now. But you don't care. You don't care. This is kind of a continuation of a reading I did for you recently where you're just like, okay, I've seen enough. I don't care. I don't care if you have healed. Yeah, I feel like you're like screaming out to the universe. You hear me? I don't care if they have healed. I know what all their skeletons look like. And it's the same person that keeps coming up. So yeah, there could be new love energy. Look, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that there was somebody else other than this person. There was somebody else other than this person. That didn't work out either. Yeah, you've had a few love people come towards you and in your energy, and it's just like, no. But you're slowly starting to look at where it all went wrong. There is one person very heavy in your energy, this Emperor, this King of Wands. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse had a short co-starred for a short bit of time, not as long as this other person. Co-starred for a short bit of time, but no, gone as well. And for you, it's a little cynical, like, c'est la vie, such is life. But then at the same time, it's also like a little bit of self-reckoning, a reckoning happening within yourself, awakening. Let me get you some advice, Virgo. Because your future is all and 100% dependent on you. But let me get some advice for Virgo in this energy. Don't feel pressure to invest in anything you don't want to invest in. You want to be single right now? Be single. You don't want to offer up your energy to anybody, don't offer up your energy. You don't want to talk to anybody, don't talk to anybody. I did see in your last reading, and I believe I did, it was for you or it was for Capricorn, but there's a reason why I'm bringing it up nonetheless. That spirit does want you to get out and mingle. And it doesn't have to be in romantic energy, but I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo that's like, I can't help it but to attract people. I look good. I look good. I've got this mysterious thing going on. People like dark, mysterious things. And I can't help it but to attract people. So maybe I shouldn't even go out and play for a while. But Spirit does want you to go out and play. Just because you're not out actively dating doesn't mean you can't date yourself. Consider doing that. Consider taking yourself shopping. Consider taking yourself out for lunch. Consider taking yourself out to the movies. And in those little glimmers of joy, you might accidentally run into somebody. And that person might accidentally surprise you. But who am I? Just been there, done that though. All right, Virgo, I hope that provided you with some sort of clarity. Let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra placements, you are very welcome here. We're doing love predictions. Consider liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification if you like the way I read, especially if you resonate with this reading, Libra. Taking a look at romantic love for Libra placements. Romantic love, Spirit, where are we going with this reading for Libra? Thank you. 9 of Pentacles. On my own. Once again. Single. That is, who was I doing? Patti LaBelle. It says, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Okay, well, even if we, at the end of the day, if we only just got that successful self-employment, let's lean on whatever is good. The 9 of Pentacles is good. The 9 of Pentacles is somebody that has built a life for themselves. Like, this is my sanctuary. Welcome to my home. I have everything the way that I want it to be, or at least you're getting into that energy. You're a little bit older now, a little bit seasoned now, a little bit more self-aware now, but definitely more stable in your own energy. Finding it more and more peaceful as the days go by to be in your energy. A lot of people can't get to this 9 of Pentacles and hold this energy for any given amount of time, because when a lot of people, when they're alone, they just can't be alone. Like, they need to call somebody, they need to be around somebody. You're learning that I don't need to be around. People are nice, yeah, but do you see the way that I've got my gadgets and gizmos, all my shots, or my tchotchkes, all my collectibles are in the space I want it to be. I see, like, some of you guys collect plants, some of you guys collect plates, I guess, travel things, but you've got all of your stuff sitting there. You're comfy and cozy, and you're finally making peace with your own energy. Successful self-employment sounds good though. It really does. All right. Luxury means you've figured out what luxury means to you. It looks like this, and this is how I like my environment. It doesn't mean that you're, in a castle. Your castle could, wherever you hang your hat is home. That's what you're getting comfortable with. Wherever I lay my hat is my home. This is my space. Libra, the Knight of Swords in the reverse is, you're not, I feel like you're in this energy of like, I'm okay with a little bit of spontaneity, but I'm not okay with no last minute shit. Like, even having guests over at your house, like, I'm not okay with last minute shit. But then also too, like, I'm not here to argue. That's your biggest energy. I'm not here to argue. If it even sounds like it's about to be an argument, I don't have any time for it. I'm not here for any pettiness, nothing. I feel like there's a lot of regimented scheduling happening in your life, and you're starting to become more and more comfortable with your new schedule. You don't like things to to be out of place in that way. The Hierophant in the reverse. You're like the the different person in your family, right? Like, I do feel like you're kind of into the esoteric kind of stuff, into the spirituality, into the woo-woo stuff, and people kind of look at you like, that's my aunt, she's a little different. That's my sister, she's a little different. Yeah, you're like, whatever. Hey, say love you, whatever it is. Uh-oh, here comes somebody though. I know you don't like people not telling you in advance that they're coming, but somebody is coming, and it is the King of Pentacles. Good thing he's in the upright, right? Because this is a person ready for a commitment. Look, it's very heavy Taurus energy on there, but it doesn't have to be, because I was talking about like liking things in a certain place. That person could have a lot of Virgo in their charts, and because we were talking about like self-employment, they could have a lot of Capricorn in their charts. Either way, there's a lot of earth and grounded energy coming towards you. Not that you need it, it's just coming towards you. Look at this, 6 of Cups. Oh, here we go, past life energy, you and this person. Somebody sees you and is like, I've seen you in my dreams before. I know you. Do I know you? It could be part of the conversation. The 6 of Cups here. Do I know you? You remind me of somebody. Have we met before? Where did you go to high school? Where did you go to college? Where did you have your first job? Right? That's the energy I'm getting. Tell me specifically, give me some energy on this King of Pentacles that is presenting themselves in my Libra's reading. Uh-oh. Yeah, Ace of Swords. This person likes to talk. They want to talk to you. They haven't done it yet, though. This person is extremely honest and balanced. Ooh, the honesty that might come out of this person's mouth might be a little bit raw for you, Libra. Ha! Ha ha! The Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse with the King of Pentacles in the upright is kind of telling me that when this person does present themselves to you, you might be feeling like it's a little whirlwind for your liking. It's a little bit, this is happening a little fast for me, but I don't see you fighting against it too much. I also feel like this person meets you and is like, I'm done investing in myself. I'm ready to invest in you. The Queen of Pentacles invests in herself. How about you say we make this a we thing, Libra? Ah, the Strength card. Okay, so we got fire energy on the table. We got Libra, we got Aries on the table. We got Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo on the table here. And then we got a card that flew out. Yep. Say goodbye to whatever fire sign you thought this was going to be, because it ain't that person. It flew on the ground. It flew upright. Oh, and just so that you know, have they done some healing work, this old person? Yeah, they have, but not enough. You have two. Okay, here's essentially what it is. You got two people in your energy, Libra. You got one person that's ready to rush the crap in. And it's just their words. The words that they use, it sounds rushy. It's like they use a lot of we, right? And you're like, do you just use the royal we, or is that like we, you, and me? And that's kind of like, okay, you seem a lot more confident in this connection from the beginning than I seem to be. Yes. And then there's also somebody else that is still tied to you, but I don't know about if they're taking action or not. I feel like the action of the card flying on the ground is exactly what Spirit is saying. Shoo that fly out of here. Tell me about this King of Wands, please, when it comes to this Libra energy. Yeah, they're tired of staying in the background, the Four of Cups in the reverse. This was somebody who once, I don't like this person, because check this out. This is somebody who once didn't choose you, thought the grass was greener on the other side, and it turned out not to be. As a matter of fact, I don't know if they knew how to view you. They viewed your connection as risky. They viewed you as a bit of a loose cannon, Libra. Let me get a couple more cards on this other person. The Three of Pentacles, and then the Four of Wands. This other person there's two people that want to come towards you, but just based off of what I'm seeing on the table, you're going to be able to decide immediately. It's going to be so obvious to you that you choose the one who is from the beginning sure about you versus the person that was unsure and had a hard time connecting and needed committing and needed that extra time. Because for you, it's like, nah, I was valuable from the beginning. I don't care if, I don't care what you thought. I don't care if you saw me as the queen of wands, if you saw me as a risk. I was magical from the beginning. Here's somebody else in this King of Pentacles energy that sees you magical from the beginning. Where is this energy going to go with this King of Pentacles energy for Libra, please? Oh, look at that. Taming the beast. They're going to relieve your anxiety. They're going to relieve your anxiety. You could have had a while there. This is not going to be for all of you, though. I don't know how dreamy some of you guys are, but for some of you guys, you could have had a while there where you were having nightmares about your past, and they kept showing up. These people kept showing up, or you were dealing with people that kept you up at night. If it isn't about the dreams, it's like keeping you up at night. Like, what am I supposed to do? Or, you're not doing that anymore. And this person magically showing up in your life gives you even more reason to stay in your woo-woo vibes. It gives you even more reason to want to continue to harvest in your energy, because it's like, no, see, somebody sees me. I told you I wasn't crazy. I told you I was a good catch. Somebody sees me. And I don't know if you're actually voicing it out loud to this person. You might be having this dialogue in your head, but it's like, no, somebody does see me. I was always worth it. Makes me want to do more of that, because I am attractive to people. I'm not some weirdo. I'm not delusional. I always knew it. I knew I was worth it. Where does this connection go between Libra and this person? Where does this connection go? Because this could be somebody, honestly. This could be somebody that's like, ooh, Libra, you look good. Like hitting on you at the grocery store or something like that. And you're just like, okay, see, I knew it. It could be one really good conversation, or it could be something else. Let's see. Where does this connection go? The the Six of Swords in the reverse. The Moon in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse. Oh, and then we got two cards at the bottom of the deck. We got the Death card and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. That's a lot of reversals. What would they be telling me if they were upright? This person isn't meant to come in your life to take away from what you've built. There might be an initial shock of, whoa, I wasn't expecting you, but they were never meant, they even though they are very sure with their words of how attractive you are, how much they can see something with you, they respect what you have built for yourself. So they're not trying to come into your environment and tear it all up and pull you away from your schedule and your regimen. They're not. The cool thing about this person is that they're an open book. They're not trying to take you away from your life at all. And they're willing to take things as slow as you want to take them. You want to take this serious? Okay, let's take it serious. You don't want to take this serious? Okay, let's just have drinks. You don't want to have drinks? Okay, let me just tell you how cute you are. Let me just tell you there's something about you that I respect immediately. There's just a light about you. I say take the compliment and go back to your house and water your plants and sit on your comfy couch and feel good about yourself. And then you get to say nanny nanny boo boo to this other person from your past. I knew it. I knew I looked good. All right, Libra. Let's see. You let it advance however you want it to advance. Is essentially what I'm saying. Somebody's coming towards you. You let it advance however you want it to go. You say yes, you don't have to say yes, but you damn sure say thank you for the compliment. All right, Libra. All right, let's move on. Hey, Scorpio placements, it is your turn. You are up to the plate. Let's do romantic love predictions for your greatest and highest good. My intention in these readings is to provide you with some clarity. Consider looking at your other placements if you want a more well-rounded picture of what's coming towards you in the energy of romantic love. Scorpio placements, please, Spirit. What do we got? Hold on, we're not there. We haven't got the card yet. And here. All right, thank you. The Seven of Pentacles. Oh, you've been patient. Patiently waiting for this time to come around. Patiently waiting on yourself to blossom. Patiently waiting on a love to blossom. Patience is in this particular chapter for you, Scorpio, been your virtue. It says seeds well planted. A temporary pause in action, but it's unnecessary worry. Takes a long time to put a million pieces together. I say that a lot. You're being asked to be patient. Why? What's coming towards the Scorpio? Or you have been patient and there's no need to worry. Things are still a-brewing. Things are still blossoming for you and your love life. Tell me more about this. Look at this. Patience. You are the slowest knight on earth. Can you hurry up? That's just my Aries talking. You've been waiting on somebody. Oh my God, have they taken their sweet a time though? But don't worry, they were never going to miss you and you were never going to miss them. Meaning that you were always meant to have this time of learning how to let the universe work in your favor. And you were watering yourself. You were watering the seed. You were manifesting it the whole entire time. But this person, my goodness, could they have taken any longer? Yep, they're done. They're done waiting. They're bored with waiting. They're ready to stand up and make themselves present and make themselves known. It's not that, for some of you guys, this is somebody that knows you. And for others of you guys, this is somebody that didn't even know you existed until, this week, right? And then they see you and they're like, oh, shoot. The Hierophant in the reverse is telling me that the cool thing about this person is that they're not, there's a little bit of conspiracy theorist in them. There's a little bit of excitement underneath I almost said underneath the belt. Okay. So they piqued your curiosity about how they might perform in the bedroom. Okay. But there's something about this person that's different. And for some of you guys, they're divorced, but who isn't nowadays? So they're just different than the rest. At the bottom of the deck, the Five of Pentacles in the upright. You could be meeting this person at a time that they are going through some sort of financial thing, a change up in their job, and the Five of Pentacles here, and the Hierophant in the reverse could tell me newly single, but not so newly single that they haven't had time to really think about it. Maybe they could even be in therapy or have already gone through a couple of rounds of therapy, mediation, whatever. Let's talk more about this person. Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles coming towards Scorpio, please, Spirit. The Two of Swords. Wait, how many people you got fighting over you? Do you get to make a choice? Do you get to make a choice? Here's the twos. Okay, so here's the thing. You got somebody who is jealous of you, but hasn't been able to, up until now, potentially get over themselves, get over that jealousy. And then there's somebody who is like, hey, Scorpio, are you single? Would you like to go out on a date? The number 2 could be significant. The number 4 could be significant. We got the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands on the table. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You're going to be confused because I'm already confused here too. The Star in the reverse. And I feel like it's like you're like, whoa, boys, that's enough. And it might not just be boys, it could be girls. Whoa, people, that's enough. We're too old to fight over somebody. It's two people wanting your attention. Suitors competing over you. And you're like, I'm not going to. I don't know if this is, I don't think it's like they're actually fighting over you unless they are. And I called it and I clocked it, and let me know in the comments down below. I just really feel like it, they could be presenting themselves at the same time. You know, it could be somebody that comes towards you. Let's say you start talking to somebody, and then somebody, of course, you've been single all this time. You start talking to somebody, and then somebody else comes towards you. And they're like, are you single? And you're like, well, I mean, I'm kind of dating. And they're like, dang it, I knew it. I knew I should have came earlier. What is going on, Spirit? Talk to me about Scorpio's reading, please. Oh, there's such a different energy when I'm shuffling your cards, Scorpio. Give me some more on this. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. You don't see it coming. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't think there's commitment around the corner. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. And it's because of a story that you've been telling yourself, but it's not true. You don't see it coming. You don't think. The biggest thing is that you don't know if people can be honest with themselves enough to be honest with you. You don't feel like there's anybody out there that's willing to invest in you the way you feel like you should be invested in. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. Honestly, you just want somebody that's fun, that has a sense of humor. And you haven't been receiving that. Like, and you're like, is that too much to ask for? Somebody pulls you out of that mindset. This might not necessarily be two people coming towards you, Scorpio. You are having a internal thing about two people from your past. And you're constantly evaluating those connections as if those are the only two connections. But there's a different way. See, so like the Eight of Swords sometimes is like a person who's continually trying to tackle something the same way. And it's not okay. It is kind of like the whole thing where like, that is the definition of insanity. If you keep doing things the same way, and it's not that you keep doing things the same way. It's just your mind and your heart keep going, and your body keep going back to these two people. And sometimes you'll watch a reading and you'll think about one person, and sometimes you'll watch a reading and you'll think about the other person. And some days you're really stuck on this person, some days you're really stuck on that person. Other days you hate both of them. But it's like these two energies, and Spirit's like, no, there's somebody else. Okay, so who is this somebody else that can keep you from going into those loops in your mind? Could be a Pisces. The Moon in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse. Could be a Scorpio as well, with heavy Scorpio placements. A heavy water person. What is this? The Death card in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles. Somebody at work? Fire sign. Water sign or a fire sign that you meet through work. That is a different option. That will be gentle with you. That has conquered and faced their fears. Because what these other people that you keep kind of clinging to, what they haven't done is the work. They haven't done the shadow work. Very karmic energies. They're afraid of change. Hell, if you pulled away, you probably have. That fucked with them so bad. Tell me more about this person that Scorpio doesn't even see. You're distracted over here, but you don't even see this third option. You don't even see this third option. You're welcome. I'm helping you see that there is another option. Because you're so distracted by these other two energies. The Justice card, it's not helping you. And check this out. You need to leave them alone, these other two energies, because they're going to have the day that they deserve. But it's not up to you. Get out of their energy. Just leave their energy completely. As best as you can. Cut ties. Do an energetic cord cutting or something. Tell yourself every time you get caught up in romanticizing them from the past, remind yourself that they've already showed you who they were and what they want. Neither of them are coming to this reading balanced. There is a third option though. Let it go. You gotta let it go. I'm gonna collect all these cards up, Scorpio, and I'm gonna try to figure out how. Because look, this is the Seven of Pentacles was the overarching energy for your love. And just to remind you, it says, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. You know what it is? You've been left alone too long. You've been left alone so long that you started kind of replaying things over in your head, and it's fucking with you. It's fucking with your manifestations. There's a third option, but you're stuck on these two options. So every time you get stuck in a loop thinking about these other options, you start manifesting that back in your life, and you forget that there's other fish in the sea. There's no need to worry. You're not going to be alone. You're not meant to continue to be alone. You are meant to have partnership. You got to let down the worry. Let's see. I need to know about this third option for you, Scorpio. You are so welcome. You better comment down below. Let me know if I'm clocking this. You got to let me know, okay? I really want to know. There is another option. There is another option. This other option could be a teacher, a healer somehow, have kids, could be younger than you, or could be some sort of age difference. There is another option. There's somebody out there that's been wanting to talk to you. But you won't let it go. You won't let the past go. There's a King of Cups that wants to come and pour into you, crash into you, if you will, Scorpio. There's a King of Cups out here that wants to hug and love on you, Scorpio. Their love language could be touch. Right up your alley. You know, they want to, but what's happening right now is that you're not letting them come in. You got to learn to release the past, Scorpio. Come on. This is your justice. Your justice is that you are meant to be happy. Boo. Let in this King of Cups. Say it in the comments down below. I release the past. I welcome in the new. I release the past. I welcome in the new. And if you want to be very specific, say, I welcome in the King of Cups. I welcome in the Queen of Cups. Whatever it is that, you want. But let me tell you something about this King of Cups. This King of Cups is like, could be a single parent. Here goes the single parent thing again, too. Another reference to a single parent. And don't even think about going in the comments and saying, I don't want to date nobody that has kids. Then the spirit and universe already knows that. Spirit in the universe already knows that. But it doesn't have to be. I just saw two references to kids, and the King of Cups is generally a father energy for me. So the age difference could be that you are the younger one as opposed to them being the younger one. And that's where this energy comes in, that they could be the older one. All right. But yeah, somebody wants to talk to you, and it isn't who you think. So if you claim new love and you believe it, put it in the comments down below, Scorpio. I hope that helped. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, Your turn. Let's do romantic love energy for you guys, for your greatest and highest good. My intention with these readings, as with all my readings, is to try to help you find some clarity. So come with an open heart and open mind. Let's tap into Sagittarius placements, please, Spirit. Overarching romantic love energy for Sag. Here we go. The Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire. Oh, you got your eye on somebody. Very sexy person. There's something about the rico and the suave that this person brings to the table. It's almost like this person has this very passionate sexual energy about them that is extremely intriguing to you, that you absolutely crave and love and enjoy. Bring me more. Dragons could be significant to you. See that depiction of dragons there. Or maybe, I don't know, you like Khaleesi from what the hell is that TV show? I didn't even really watch it. The Queen of the Dragons. Let's see here. It says, stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself, Sagittarius. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Maybe it's you, Sagittarius, who has collected as much sexual energy as you possibly could. You're no longer going out there and just giving it willy-nilly. And in turn, that has woken up a creative and passionate fire within yourself. Some of you guys who could have been celibate for a while, and it's like, I'm ready to let it out. Let's see what's going on. More on this Queen of Fire card. It's confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Let's see how you walk, Sagittarius, in this romantic love energy. All right, Sagittarius, tell me a story about what's coming forward towards Sagittarius in romantic love. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, letting go of a chapter with somebody else. I don't even want to talk about it. It's done. I don't even want to talk about it. It's over. It has reached its natural conclusion. All right? You're not even like checking up on this person anymore. I'm done. I'm done with you and your crew. Look at this, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Stop telling me about the past, Sagittarius. The 5 of Pentacles. Yet Sagittarius said, no, if you're going to tap into my energy, you're going to tell the whole story. I'm done. I'm too through with this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so tell me about this new love that you seem to be craving. Hold on. Okay, it's not a Queen of Cups in the reverse that you're throwing to it is. Actually, there's for a lot of you guys, it's a younger Scorpio, and it's 2 people and a Queen of Wands. And it might not be that specific. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and a Queen of Wands could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, or it could be one person that has heavy fire and water in their chart. Either way, you want it the whole entire truth, because you are a Sagittarius. You say, if you're going to tap into my energy, you better tell the whole story. And nothing but the truth. So help you God, Shani. Okay, Sagittarius, I hear you. I told the story. You're done talking to and with a couple of people or one very specific person from your past. So where are you moving towards? Because you still have passion in your body. It is fired up. Kundalini activation in Sagittarius's energy. So who do you have your eyes set on? Do you see that? Who do you have your eyes set on, Sagittarius? Liar! Liar! Oh my gosh. What is that? Princess Bride. You're lying. You have true love for this Queen of Wands in the reverse. What is it so important that you're not ready to die for? True love. Oh, but let me tell you something. It eats you up. All right, Wesley. Wesley is the character from Princess Bride. I will stop at nothing to find my Princess Buttercup. Sagittarius, if you don't stop lying to yourself, it's the same combination. It's the same person. At the beginning of the reading, it was like this. Now it's like this. You can't help but to be drawn towards this person. You can't. Look at this. Yearning, fire and desire. Sagittarius, don't play. It's the same cards. This time it's the Five of the Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, please, please. You're not begging for anybody, but it's like, oh my God, if we don't bump uglies in the near future, I am going to lose my mind. You want to toss this person up, flip them, run it down. Oh no. Sagittarius, stop playing with me. And of course, I gotta let my dog out. I'll be right back. Sagittarius, you can't play me. I mean, I literally read tarot for a living. I am a psychic. I am a cunning woman, a seer. I can see through the energy that you hold right now that you cannot fight it any longer. I want to approach you with my body. I want to approach you with my body. You've got a passion. You got a passion connection that you cannot let go. Ooh, the Three of Swords in the upright, but you're trying to heal from something. You know, this is a different tarot deck. The different tarot decks have different depictions and different symbology, and that means that even though it's the same card, the energy is slightly different. In this one, the pain of the past is being healed. Generally, this is a fresh wound. No, it's not fresh anymore, is it, Sagittarius? It's healing. You're healing your heart when it comes to this connection. You still have them depicted in semi-imbalanced energy, but yeah, the passion is too strong. Oh, I don't like this. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. I don't like the King of Swords in the reverse in any way, shape, or form. The King of Swords in the reverse is manipulative. The King of Swords in the reverse is definitely a huge asshole. The King of Swords in the reverse says stuff without even thinking, almost purposely hurting people. I don't like the King of Swords in the reverse. The King of Swords in the reverse came out next to the Three of Swords. So the communication is not healthy between you and this person. No reconciliation today. No reconciliation today. Three of Wands in the reverse. So why are you telling me about this person if you already know that the communication isn't good? Please tell me, Spirit, why are you telling me about this person in Sagittarius's energy if you already know that if we can already tell that the communication between these two is not good? Because the desire is still there, and because you want to move forward towards this person with the desire. Where's the Knight of Wands headed, please? The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Impatient now. I want it now. Very Veruca Salt. Don't care how, but I want it now. Right here, right now. I'm not even afraid to say it. I understand, look at the Moon in the reverse. Like, I understand that there's something about this energy that is a bit of a distraction from my norm. I understand that. I'm not afraid of that. Whatever it is. I just have to have you in my presence. I don't even care. The Six of Pentacles. I don't care if I'm competing with other people that want to be around you. I don't care. This is you, Sagittarius. This is all your energy towards this person. I don't care. I don't care. Are you dating? I don't care. Are you seeing somebody? I don't care. Is that person me? No? Then what's the conversation about? For you, it's almost like, I don't even want to talk. It's like so intense, the passion. I don't even want to talk. I just want to be over, with, in the bed, on the counter, in the hallway, in the doorway, on the back porch, in the car. I don't care. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. It's like you're so, oh, it's so bad. It's the dirty talk that you like. You know, it's like you want to ruffle this person's feathers so that they get angry with you so that you can make up. I feel like some of the fighting that has been had is very superficial, just to kind of spice things up, Sagittarius, between you and this person. The Five of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so the Five of Cups in the reverse, and then the Three of Swords in the reverse, and the World card in the reverse at the bottom of the deck is telling me you're not done with this person. You need their body. You need their warmth. You need their touch. And you are fully aware that there are wounds still there that are not quite healed. But there's been enough time for some healing to happen. But you're totally aware. I don't care. I'm not going to regret this. Okay, hold on. I'm getting regret from this. But hold on. How would you say this? I would regret it if I didn't. The yearning is too strong. Okay, I'm going to pull up all of these cards, and I really want to find out how this person feels. Oh, I didn't even realize the Queen of Wands came up 3 times in 2 different decks. So this whole time has been about yearning. Okay, I want to see how this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups combination feels towards you. And so, okay. Some of you guys, the Queen of Cups is a different person. It's like a younger energy. Okay, so for those Sagittarius who has like a Scorpio maybe, how does that person feel? How does that person feel about Sagittarius? Okay, they want to, do you work with that person? They want to, do you work with that person? The Scorpio, or maybe, I can't tell if this is more than one person or this is one person, or if you keep meeting people under similar circumstances. Okay, so if we were talking about this water energy being separate from this Queen of Wands, they still see you in the hallways, they still see you at work, they still see you at staff meetings, they still see you, and maybe they're slowly starting to accept that it's not going to be something, because generally this Three of Pentacles is like 2 people and like a pastor getting married and working, or a lawyer signing a contract to work together, but this is just one person alone walking the same hallways as you guys once walked, right? But they're alone. They're slowly starting to be like, okay, no, okay, me and Sagittarius aren't going to do. If that person is the same person as the Queen of Wands, they're slowly starting to see, okay, me and Sagittarius aren't going to be anything. All right, let's see if this Queen of Wands was somebody separate. How does that Queen of Wands feel about you? Card flew, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Sagittarius don't want to talk to me. I haven't talked to Sagittarius in over a year, several months, several days. Sagittarius don't want to talk to me. Sagittarius don't want to hear what I have to say. Sagittarius doesn't want to know my truth. And if that person is, again, the same as the other person, they're making peace with you not being in their life. Okay, you don't want to talk to me? Cool. Where's this connection heading? If you say the bed spirit, where is this connection heading for Sagittarius? And then I'm going to get you some advice. The Two of Swords in the reverse. Listen, you don't care if there's competitors. You could give 2 fucks if there are other people that are trying to be with this person that you're yearning for. You've made up your mind. You may not know exactly how it's going to happen. There's a bit of confusion there, but no. Yeah, I've made up my mind. This is going to happen. Let me get you some advice. Advice for Sagittarius in this energy, please. Advice for Sagittarius. Go ahead and buy that plane ticket. The Six of Pentacles as advice. All right. So the Six of Pentacles is somebody who's received enough of an investment that they've got the time. They've got the money to invest in other people, right? And check this out. So in this particular depiction, usually I bought a new tarot deck, and it's like the moment after is what this tarot deck is. All right, so usually in the traditional Rider-Waite, this person, this fancy person, this person that wears nice clothes and dresses super cute and to the nines and really takes themselves very seriously. This person is usually depicted giving coins to 2 different poor people. Oh my God. High value. Oh, I see you love yourself, Sagittarius. I see you. All right. But in this particular depiction, this person has already given to the other people. Like, go. Now I'm giving to this person. Do you? Oh my God. Oh, I don't like how petty this is showing up. Whatever. Whatever. This is your story, Sagittarius. But I almost feel like you feel like you're slightly better than this person. I don't like that. But it's not up to me. It is it's your life. It is your life, Sagittarius. Advice. If you want to give to this person, you're going to have to give all of your attention. And you're going to have to come balanced, okay? So he's got his weight imbalances over here, and he's got all of his money. All of his money is pouring into this other person, right? If you want to give to this person, if you want to give your sexual energy to this person, you're going to have to be all in. And forget about this Queen of Cups or whatever, this other energy. All right? I hope that helps. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in another reading. Moving on. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we got. Romantic love energy for Capricorn placements, guys. Come with an open heart and open mind. My intention in this reading, as with all of my readings, is to provide you with some clarity. If you want to work with me in any capacity, if you want to follow me on Instagram, if you want to learn more about me, take a look at the description. Let's go for Capricorn. It's greatest and highest good. Romantic love, ego. Such a big ego. But you can hold it. You can hold your own. So have an ego. And you're toying with that ego too. Like, love. Have you ever seen, well, I don't know how many of you guys have seen SpongeBob, but there's this one SpongeBob movie where, okay, just tell the story, Shawnee. There's this one SpongeBob movie where SpongeBob is having to collaborate with Plankton, who is the nemesis of the cartoon. And SpongeBob's the good guy. And they're having to come up with some teamwork in order to oversee whatever it is. I can't remember what it is. And so SpongeBob is trying to teach Plankton about teamwork. But Plankton has been so antisocial his entire life, and so much in his villain era his entire life, he's never really had to work with anybody, not a real person anyways. So when SpongeBob is telling him about teamwork, Plankton can't even pronounce it. He's like, TM work. I feel like you've been single for so long, or doing your own thing for so long, you're just like, what does it mean to be in a relationship? It's kind of like that. So foreign to you. The ego card is coming up. It can, in other depictions, be the devil card, but you know what? It's Capricorn energy nonetheless. In this particular depiction, this card says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fearful based thoughts. So begrudgingly, you're watching this love reading, even though the bulk of your focus is on your money and on, other ventures, other goals in your life. You're just like, oh, well, I guess I'll watch this love reading. Why not? What is Shawnee going to tell me today? Somebody wants to be with me? I know. But that's not my focus. And Spirit's like, yeah, we know. We know it's not your focus. But guess what? You got brought to this reading anyway. So let's talk about it. You could have some sort of fantasy. You could have built some sort of fantasy around like a past connection that's kind of karmic in nature, hence the devil card or the ego card in this depiction. Let's see what's coming forward. Maybe the way you're viewing, because look, this guy has a mask on. Maybe you haven't completely let your guard down with a particular connection, and you're assuming it's going to be bad because that person has a mask on. People put on masks in order to protect themselves. In order to protect themselves from having to be vulnerable and face the truth of themselves and a situation. Okay, Capricorn, not me clocking you. All right, let's keep going. Capricorn's greatest and highest good. Love predictions. Oh, this Queen of Wands, you keep showing up in reverse, and it's Capricorn that's putting you in the reverse. The last they left you, you were okay. All right, let me talk to you, Capricorn. This person, last you left, the last interaction you had with this person wasn't so nice. I don't think that this person was very nice. As attractive as this person was, you didn't like what they were doing. Yeah, so it's like the ability to compliment someone while also not really liking them. I laugh. Death in the reverse. Could have heavy Scorpio, could have heavy Leo, Aries. Leo. You feel like you feel like they're up to no good. You question their motives, this person. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. It's okay, they questioned yours too. Both of y'all are so, in this particular connection, both of y'all are so bullheaded that neither one of you guys wanted to bend. Because compromise means what? I brought this up in a reading before for you. Compromise means what? Foreign to me. Just like how I was having a hard time saying it. Compromise? What do you mean? I'm not understanding. What is this compromise word? I don't do compromise. Oh, but here goes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun. The sun is about to highlight something for you. Look, nobody's flag can fly high if you are always fighting with the other person. So the objective, if we were to look at this card, we would think, okay, so there's a flag. What should flags do? They should fly, right? It's also a red flag. The fighting was a red flag. The stubbornness between you and this person was a red flag. But the purpose of a flag is for it to fly, right? So I feel like there's one person that's like, let go. I'm trying to fly the flag. Let it be free. Let it do what it's supposed to do. And the other person's like, no, come back here. And it's not going to fly. The flag isn't going to do what it is supposed to do if two people are fighting against each other. Okay, a red flag in today's speak is like toxic energy. We already got that with the ego. But then let's also say like the red flag is passion. Neither of you guys are going to be able to be passionate towards each other anymore if you're constantly fighting about it. The sun is trying to peek out. This is the second reference to Leo energy. So Leo season could be significant to you, or the fact that it's coming up. So this summer, so what is that? July, August, right? So July, August could be significant for the two of you guys to finally let bygones be bygones. Where is the sun leading the Capricorn? Oh, the 10 of Wands. Yeah, let the burdens down. The 5 of Wands in the reverse. Become a team, not teamwork. This is not teamwork, and this is teamwork, right? Hold on. What is going on? The transition? Somebody can't move on. This isn't going to be everybody's reading. As soon as I got to the 6 of Swords in the reverse, and I realized this ain't going to be everybody's reading. But somebody can't move on. At the bottom of the deck. That's the right. Yeah, that's right. Ace of Swords. Somebody can't move on. Somebody hasn't been telling their truth because they've had a wall up and the wall looked like a mask. And the reason why they had their mask up, see how this person's wearing a mask? The hawk is wearing a mask, right? The reason why they had their mask up was so that they wouldn't show their true nature. Oh no. Okay. So how does this Queen of Wands in reverse feel about the Capricorn, please? For everyone's greatest and highest good. Oh, it's the arguing. Constant. We're not seeing eye to eye. It's too swift. Nobody thinks before they talk. In this particular energy, nobody thinks before they talk. They just speak. They just retaliate. Too much retaliation is happening here. Oy vey. So What is the sun shedding a light on for the Capricorn in this particular energy? What is the sun shedding a light on, please? The Two of Swords in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles and the upright. If you have Sagittarius in your chart, maybe you should watch the Sagittarius reading. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Cups in the reverse. You're putting all your energy in the wrong place. You want to know why you're confused about this connection? It's because you're looping the same story over and over again in your head about this connection. So what is it that they're ignoring? And soon you're going to be getting a message from Spirit, maybe in this reading, I don't know. Soon enough, you're going to get a message from Spirit, and it's going to help you get out of your own spiraling. So what is it that Capricorn was supposed to be seeing, but they couldn't see past? What was it that they were supposed to be seeing, please, Spirit? That it's not over between you and this person. This isn't everybody's reading. Why is it not over? What is Capricorn and this person's mission together? The Five of Wands in the reverse. Excuse me, the Seven of Wands in the reverse. To learn how not to argue when you're connected to somebody. To learn that arguing isn't the way to communicate when you're connected to somebody. To learn how to communicate. I said this for somebody's reading and I can't remember. Oh, I think it was Sagittarius a while back. So there could be a correlation between. It was a while back though. To learn how to communicate. Okay. For whatever reason, I feel like you're like, okay, okay, so then I'm supposed to learn how to communicate. What is this other person supposed to be learning how to do? I'll ask the question for you. What is this Queen of Wands in reverse supposed to be learning how to do in their own energy right now? Love. How to navigate the energy of love. They could have a water sign in their north node. So they could have, their north node could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. In this lifetime, they're supposed to learn how to love. They're supposed to conquer it. Them and their soulmate, or they're supposed to get to a point where they have a divine connection that works in this lifetime. And it's because they come fully devoted and healed and ready and single. But they also have to learn, a lot of Pisces energy here, so they could have heavy Pisces in their chart, in addition to whatever their north node is. But look at that. It's not just giving love. They have to learn to love themselves. And the way that they have to learn to love themselves could show up differently. It could show up in them recognizing when a situation is toxic, as opposed to staying in that situation, learning to walk away in order to preserve themselves, and learning to spot red flags from the beginning, and learning not to be a red flag, and learning their own patterns, learn how to love. And just for asking sake, and since we've got a couple more minutes here, Capricorn, what is it that Capricorn is supposed to be learning? What is it that Capricorn is supposed to be learning here? How to love. But hold on. So this person, check this out. Okay. So this is the act of the lovers, the emperor and the empress, learning what that means, right? So Eve in this picture, or the empress, is handing Adam an apple, the apple from the tree of knowledge, right? And the tree of knowledge is meant to say, like, about your own power, about your own divinity, about your connection with the universe and God, and not just thinking that the world is against you and you have no say in your life and you aren't a co-creator. It's learning that you are a co-creator and learning about how to shine your own light. So I feel like for you, Capricorn, you're supposed to be accepting of this person's energy and guidance and leadership and truth in learning how to shine your own light and live your own light and live leadership, live in the energy of integrity and leadership over your own life. Whew, mouthful. Wow. Soulmates. Yeah, you and this person are soulmates. You're supposed to be catalysts for change. And let's see. And they're supposed to teach you a lot about yourself. And you're supposed to allow them to do that. You probably have heavy fire in your energy too, because if I'm looking at this, I'm putting you as the emperor and I'm putting them as the empress, and behind the emperor in this Lovers card is like a tree of fire back there. Oh god, now I'm flicking you off. Goodness, I'm only covering it because of YouTube, but there's like a tree of fire, so a lot of air in your chart as well too, potentially. But what it is the stagnancy between the two of you guys is communication. Spirit is waiting for the right time for y'all to talk again. I don't know if that's happening anytime in the near future. So let's ask, what's going on with this connection between Capricorn and this person? No, you need to learn how to be independent on your own. You have to learn how to be comfortable in your own energy. And for some of you guys, you're building that right now. Building your own sanctuary. Capricorn, do I ever not get the 9 of Pentacles for you? That's crazy. Hold on. Capricorn, I got cut off, but you're having to learn how to feel comfortable in your own energy. Once you feel comfortable in your skin, then you'll feel a little bit more comfortable having people around you. That way you can learn how to drop the walls that have kept you safe. You know, you can drop the mask and be more tapped into self. All right. I hope that helps. Let's move on. Aquarius, welcome to Infinite Light. I'm going to be pulling on your love energy, romantic love energy for the next 7 days. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. My intention with this reading, as is my intention with all readings, is try to help you gain some clarity in your love life. So let's see for Aquarius placements, please, Spirit. What do we got? The 6 of Fire, the 6 of Swords. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I think that you might actually potentially be moving, but you're just like, I need to be in a peaceful situation, and that whatever situation that you're leaving was not peaceful, was anything but. It says victory. Oh, this is not the 6. This is 6 of Wands, not the 6 of Swords. So you might have already moved on, and it's proving to be the right choice for you. The 6 of Wands says victory, good news is on the way, public recognition or award. All right, people are seeing you do good by yourself, do good in your environment, and you're being recognized for that. One more look on this card here. All right, for Aquarius, so you got good things happening for you. You made a choice to go in a specific direction, and it's proven to be peaceful for you and victorious. Let's see. Let's pull on romantic love energy for the, You let the past go. I'm done. This ain't serving me. And you're already starting to heal from it. You might have started healing from it before it even ended, to be honest, for you to already be in this stage. The 3 of Swords, the Hangman, the number 12 could be significant. 12, 19, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, the Devil card. Could have been tied to a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but what I'm getting off of this is that you, I think there was somebody that was stuck in their life, and you're like, I don't like being stuck. And I don't want anybody in stuck energy around me either. But the cool thing about it is that you've gained a new perspective about love. The Tower in the reverse, you left before things got too bad. Congratulations. And at the bottom of the deck, there you go. Look at you traveling. and faith that things are always going to work out for you because you are a motivated individual. You have not given up hope. Let's see what's coming towards you. There's somebody watching you leave. Somebody was trying to give, and I think it's this person. Somebody, maybe even like at some point, a story could have been that you were sick and this person helped kind of like bring you back into life. I mean, it could be a spirit guide, but it could actually be a person, and that person is watching you leave though. So whatever it is, it could be, some sort of soulmate that came in to help get you back on your feet, if you will. I don't think that's going to sit right with some of you guys, to help you regain momentum in self. How about that? And they kind of, your chapter with that person is coming to an end. So tell me about some romantic love energy. What card flew on the ground? Yeah, it's coming to an end. It's already come. It's done. It's done. You're done with that. Let's see about the Ten of Swords. Let's see about that. If there's any romantic love energy coming towards the Aquarius in this new season. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. There is somebody, the King of Cups in the upright, that you feel like is a really good match. But there's something going on with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I don't know if it's unrequited or if they just don't know yet. The Three of Pentacles could be somebody that you work with, or met at work, or met out while you're out on a job or something like that. You could have met through kids first for some of you guys, like at a soccer game or something like that. Not for all of you guys. Hell, you could have met right as you were walking away from this other person in the hallway or something like that. Hey, whoa, hey, how are you? The Ten of Swords in the reverse. I think you're confused about what this person wants, this Queen of Cups in the reverse, though. Tell me about what this Queen of Cups in the reverse wants with Aquarius. What does this Queen of Cups in the reverse want with Aquarius? The Four of... Is this other person in a connection? Or just not single, ready to mingle? The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Like a love affair? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I think it was the wrong timing for you guys. I mean, it could be right person, wrong time. It could be wrong person, wrong time. But either way, you have feelings for this person. You're like, this is a good match. But I don't think that they're available. And that's where I'm getting this unrequited from the bottom of the deck. Is this unrequited energy from at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this person is tied to another situation. They can't, in their mind, they can't walk away from it. Like it's pulling. It's almost like you're being pulled into a third party situation. How does Aquarius feel about this Queen of Cups, please? How does Aquarius feel about this Queen of Cups? The Queen of Wands in the reverse. You hate that they cannot devote themselves to you. The Queen of Wands is a person that has sexual relations with somebody but just cannot commit, especially in the reverse. And I just immediately got this loathing, like you loathe the fact that this person cannot commit to you, because there's a lot of attraction here between you and this person. The Five of Cups. You're like, dang it. No. I really regret the fact that I met you and you can't even give to me the way I want you to be able to give to me. Yeah, look at this. And I feel like you almost feel like it's pointless. Like, what's the point? Like, I can't. Like, it sucks so bad. I do feel like you're in this situation. You're in this feeling like I don't, like, there's an attraction there. You want to be able to flirt with this person, but you can't even outright flirt with this person. There is this air of somehow or whatever, you're around this person, but you have to keep your feelings kind of bottled in. Yeah. You can't even advance towards this person the way you want to. It's the same story over and over again. Just one more. How do they feel about Aquarius, please? How does this person feel about Aquarius? The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. They're becoming impatient. Because... Hold on, let me get a little bit more. Because they want you to keep coming around, but there's somebody always watching them. It's fucking up their game. This is messing with my game. Every time I want to try to collaborate with Aquarius, something gets in the way. Yes. Okay. I see an affair. It's a love affair. Okay. There's a lot of passion here. Something gets in the way. This seems like something you've experienced before, Aquarius, in different scenario. Like it's a different person, new, same scenario, new person. I get that very specifically because my Knight of Wands in this particular depiction, and in also the traditional Rider-Waite, has like the Sphinx in the background, and then the Egyptian pyramids. And whenever I see those sort of that sort of symbolism, I think past life stuff. Like this, in this particular lifetime, you might have seen a lot of affairs kind of happen in your life, or relationships kind of start a little bit shaky, a little bit taboo. And then, or in your past life, that's karma that you brought forward. You did that a lot in your past life, and it's something that you're seeing creep up in your life in this current moment. Where is this connection headed for Aquarius, please, Spirit? Where is this connection headed? Oh, be careful. Don't play with fire. You might get burned. Be careful. Be careful, because this person has somebody that watches them very closely. So just honestly, just be careful. At the bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords, you're not going to listen to me. In the reverse, you're not going to listen to me. Just be careful, okay? Honestly, be as careful as you possibly can. I want to get you some... Did I get advice already? I just feel the need to pull another card for you in advice. The Two of Wands. That's a lot of pillow talk between you and this person. Maybe in that pillow talk, you guys can knock some sense into each other. Oh, it's a whirlwind romantic relationship. Just be careful, Aquarius. I don't know what else to... Yeah. Look, Aquarius is like, yeah. Get on, move on. I know what I'm doing here. I'm an adult. Okay. All right, cool. Well, I hope that helped provide you some clarity. Be careful. All right. Enjoy yourself, Aquarius. Let's move on to Pisces. Hey, Pisces, your turn. Let's pull on some romantic love energy for the Pisces in the house. Thank you so much for joining me. Take this reading as it resonates. If it resonates, do not force anything. Come with an open heart and open mind. Pisces, let's see. Romantic love energy for your greatest and highest good. What do we got? Overarching for Pisces. Unity. Come on, unity. Let's see. That's a number 5 here. Unity, it says traditional viewpoints or methods. This is the Hierophant, all right? So some Taurus energy coming straight to the table. Spiritual organizations. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. That's a lot of socializing happening. If I could be very specific, there could be a group of like-minded people that you are collaborating with, where in that forum you find love. Could be with the spiritual group, could be at church, it could be friends, it could be business partners, it could be school, right? And you're hanging out with like-minded people, and it's in those scenarios that you start rubbing elbows with a potential love partner, a potential Taurus. All right, let's see, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? The 5 of Wands in the upright, the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse for Pisces. The High Priestess in the reverse. Something about ignoring some downloads that Spirit has been giving you and investing your attention in the wrong space. I'm going to need to get a little bit more on this. The High Priestess comes out, and sometimes it kind of discombobbles the whole thing. Let's see. Give me some more on this. The Temperance in the reverse. The Devil card in the reverse. I don't know if I can show this to you. I'll just flash it real quick. The Devil card in the reverse. The Lovers in the reverse. Flashed it to you, but that's what it said. At the bottom of the deck, And through it all, I'm okay. It's like, oh gosh, you have been through some stuff, have you not, Pisces? I'm okay. Like dusting yourself. I'm fine. I'm fine. Whoo, I'm fine. I have been through the ringer, Shawnee, but I am fine. You've got a lot of stuff coming up in your memoirs. Sorry, so maybe somebody's writing a memoir, but in your memory bank, a lot of resurfacing energy. There's a Capricorn on the table. There's a Gemini on the table. There's a Sagittarius on the table, or there's just one of those on the table that the imbalance between you and that person is just almost as raw today as it was yesterday. And you're saying to yourself, I've done so much work. I've done so much work on myself. I really have. Eight of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. I've done so much work in myself. Why are these feelings still raw inside of me? The Six of Pentacles in the reverse is almost giving me like questions of investment. Who's going to invest in me? Who can I run to share this empty space? Who can I run to share this empty space? Is everybody a liar? They say there's other fish in the sea, but are they all jackasses? A little cynical, Pisces, I might say. Look at this. The King of Wands showing up. The Three of Cups. They didn't come back, did they, Pisces? Not like you thought. The Two of Wands. It's okay. They didn't come back. They haven't come back yet. It's okay. I'm good. I'm going to dust myself off. I'm going to keep going. There's somebody out there for me. Seven of Pentacles. Maybe I just need to be patient, huh? Spirit, patient. I manifest what energy goes where my mind flows. So let me be careful where my energy goes. It's so cynical, right? So tell me about this Two of Wands for Pisces, please. Romantic love energy. Is there love out there is there romance out there for Pisces? The Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, as soon as you, this is the same reading I got for somebody. Yeah, as soon as you let it go. At the bottom of the deck, there's somebody that wants to flirt with you right now. New. There's somebody that wants to flirt with you right now. There's this stuck energy on this King of Wands, though. Look at this. He ain't who you think him is. Queen of Wands in the reverse. It's not going to invest. And ignoring their intuition. You're ignoring your intuition while somebody from their past is ignoring their intuition. And as long as you guys keep ignoring your intuition, the cool thing is y'all are going to keep floating further and further away from each other. The bad thing is that you're closing the door to new love. I want to know about this Page of Cups, new love. The Two of Swords in the reverse. There's somebody that's not confused about you. The Page of Swords in the reverse. They don't know if you want to talk to them, though. They feel inadequate compared to you. Like, Pisces is never going to look at me. Pisces would never talk to me, though. Have you seen Pisces? Have you seen Pisces? How am I going to fit in the Pisces world? They've already got so many people in their world. They don't need me. Their whole house is full. They've already got everything. You give, whether you have 2 cents in your pocket or not, you give off this, because you're always like constantly dusting yourself off. You give off this air, Pisces, that you have got it all figured out. And this other person, this new person is like, Pisces don't need me. Look at this. They're going to regret it if they don't come forward towards you, though. So are they? What action is this person? It's a Page of Cups, though. It's flirty energy, but I want to know like who this person is that wants to come towards you. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. The Ten of Wands, they really want to come and talk to you. The Six of Wands and the upright. Look at this. This person talking to the person on the horse. The Six of Wands isn't normally depicted like this. I got a different deck. This is the second after. This is the tarot deck depicting the moment after what you normally see. So this is somebody running up to you, but they hold you on a pedestal. Do you see how this girl is running up to this person on the horse? But I want to know what energy they're coming for. The star in the reverse, they hold you a lot higher than you hold yourself. Let me get out the bottom of the deck. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Everything is telling me that there is somebody that's coming towards you, but other than me getting Page of Cups with flirty energy, this person has yet to present themselves. And with the High Priestess on the table, it could be on purpose. It could be Spirit saying, I don't want you to know who this person is, but I want you to know that there is somebody, so let go of the past. Release the past. You're going to be like, Shani, I do release my past. Then stop thinking about them. You might tell me you release the past, but have you? I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more on this. The Five of Pentacles. But it's so cold out here alone. The Four of Wands in the reverse. Oh, my house feels empty right now. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. God, have you forsaken me? The King of Swords in the upright. All I get is people that are non-committal. They're cold. You know what? It's the story you're telling yourself, Pisces. You're fighting with yourself. You're fighting with your own manifestations. Yes. Yes, it is true that there is somebody that wants to flirt with you, that wants to show you some attention. They could be a Pisces. There could be an age difference of some sort. It doesn't have to be, but it could keep you from feeling young again. But you gotta let go of the past. You have to. You have to. Let me ask, where is that past person that Pisces keeps focusing on? What energy is that past person in for Pisces and for this other person's greatest and highest good? What energy is this person in? The Eight of Cups. For some of you guys, blood is thicker than water. They listen to their family and they're following what their family says. For others of you guys, this person is stuck in their own energy. They don't even know what to do. So for some of you guys, like they haven't got out of whatever relationship they told you they were going to get out of. For others of you guys, the story of this past person is that they want love, they just don't know how to love. In this particular Eight of Cups depiction, she's not mounting an obstacle in front of her to move on to greener pastures. She's not leaving the past behind her. There are people leaving your past person because your past person wasn't even able to show up for them. You see that person walking away in the back, and it could have been a passionate connection, not really love, because your past person hasn't yet figured out what is love to lead and step into love for themselves. So that's where your past energy is. I want to get you some advice because I know you want to know. What is my past person doing? What are they thinking? They're stuck in their head, but their emotions are everywhere. A lot of them are really stuck in the past, telling themselves a specific narrative. Pisces, I need to get you some advice, please, because my mission is to provide you with clarity. So let me get you some advice. The Queen of Swords in the upright. You gotta live a little, give a little, and maybe have the blues a little. That's the glory of love. Sometimes things don't work out, Pisces, but you're right in this yearning to not want to give up. You gotta learn to laugh again. And sometimes learning to laugh comes from other people being manifested in your energy to show you how to laugh again. Let somebody flirt with you, Pisces. Let somebody fill your cup, Pisces. Let somebody attempt to again, Pisces. Don't hide from love. You don't have the Queen of Swords. You don't have to commit to it. It's okay to flirt. With every single love and romantic situation comes risk. Are you done? So when you're ready, accept the risk. It's up to you. All right. I love you guys. I hope that helped. Bye.